going on, guys? Welcome back to TriFecta Airsoft. I'm E-Rock.
I'm Chris.
And today we're going to review a couple of P90s. This right here, this badass looking thing right here, is the E-Vike custom P90 Swordfish, because of these things right here, okay, with a Terminator magazine conversion kit. You can see right here, and we'll show you how that works later. And then Chris has a, I guess a regular, fully licensed FN P90 that we will review at the same time, because we want to show you how you can interchange this conversion kit for the magazine, and it'll run regular standard mags for the P90. So we're going to show you some similarities between these two and the differences. This is all metal right here, and then all the rest is pretty much polymer. It's really balanced that way when you hold it. Okay, so it's pretty cool. And we'll definitely show you the difference on the magazines here. This thing, it runs standard M4 mags, but I'm gonna show you in a second how you never have to change your magazine out, which is pretty fucking cool, okay? Some of the similarities we have on the both P90s here is the charging handle, which is just like the real P90, okay? And it's ambidextrous, got one on both sides, same for that one as well. If you take the magazine off, which they both have the same release, it's ambidextrous as well, okay? So you just pop this side, and this whole conversion kit comes right out. So, and because of that,
You can actually run standard mags in it if you wanted to.
Exactly, yep. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So the way that conversion kit is made is pretty fucking cool that way. Okay, so they're both interchangeable that way. Selector switch and safe and fire mode right here on the trigger. In fact, you have safe, semi, and full auto, just like that. It's the same on that gun. Another good feature on this gun is the sling mount, single point sling mount. There's no other, sling mounts on it, which you don't really need. This thing's pretty small and light mostly. It's a little slot cut in the bottom here, and really heavy duty. Okay, real sturdy right there. So you can put your sling in there, let it fall if you got to pull your pistol out, while you're in action. The recommended battery for this is a 7.4. And this one, what did yours come with?
Yeah,
yours came with a battery.
Yeah, this came brand new out of the box, and it came with an 8.4 stick type battery, 1,000 milliamp or 1,100 milliamp, I think. Well, I'll show that in a second. But that's what came with this gun, and then we looked that one up. That's recommended at 7.4. So
I think we'll see here in a second if we can fit this battery that came with this one, if it'll fit in this compartment. Yeah. But if you notice, one of the other differences, obviously, that I showed before, but I didn't really go into, was the rail system. So this one has two real small rails here, short top rail. Okay. This one has a little bit longer than this one. There's short rails in the front on both sides, and that's right by the barrel. Okay. And then you have the side rails that are kind of angled. You can see that. And then a really long top rail. So the rail system is really good for to accommodate anybody's play style. Like, if you're left-handed, right-handed, this gun is perfect for that, because everything on this gun is ambidextrous except where the magazine goes here, which you don't need to worry about, because I'm going to show you here in a second. This is a box mag on the top. Okay, so if you don't know how this thing works, which, to be honest, I didn't know how it worked when we first got it. I thought the magazine was broke. The one that came with it. This did come with a M4 mag, so when we pulled it out, so you have a button right here on the front there. You just push that and pull your mag out, okay? And it's a standard M4 mag, you can see, and it just locks in there just like normal. But let me tell you something. So this is a high cap mag, and you got your winder on the bottom, okay? So when we pulled this out the first time, the door was open. Actually, the door was cracked, I believe, on the one that came with this, okay? And I was like, oh shit, this thing's broke, Well, what it is, I mean, the door was broke, but it doesn't matter, because the way this system works is it's got a kind of like a blocker up here that's made into this thing that feeds down into your door. Okay, so when this locks in, you don't actually have to change mags and load this magazine that way. What happens is this box mag on the top has a flip open door, or I should say slide open, okay? Just like that, all right? And then you dump all your BBs in there, holds 1,500 BBs in the box mag, and then when you have your magazine in here with the door open, which you have to have anyway for it to fit, it feeds from that, okay? It's a pretty cool system, so you never have to change this mag out once you put it in. You just dump more BBs in here, and it's a pretty big hole too, which makes it a lot easier, you know, to load faster, okay? So that's a cool system, the way that's set up.
So one thing I wanted to point out about these two magazines, the one that came with this, I believe, is like a 70 or a 90 round mid cap. So you're gonna run out of ammo pretty quick. That's 1,500 rounds, and it really doesn't take up that much more space.
That's a good point too, because if you do have a P90 that you've gotten before, you know, you could buy this conversion kit just by itself and just swap it out, and there's really you don't have to do any kind of modding or modifications or anything. You just switch it out just like you saw earlier, okay? Pretty good feature. Really cool gun. I can't wait to shoot it.
Both P90s, you get to the hop up the same way. We're gonna show you that.
Oh yeah, cool.
Take the mag out. There's a button right here. Press that down and pull on the whole front of the gun.
Comes right out the front, just like that.
That's your hop up unit right there.
Goes like that. The hop up is that ring right there that you're gonna spin. We're gonna go ahead and get these on the chrono and see what they actually shoot.
They're both rated. Both these guns are rated to shoot around 400. So
we'll see what happens.
All right, guys, these are .2s.
Fire rate.
All right, we're gonna do fire rate now. It's like 12.5, and again, that's a 8.4 volt.
All right. This is full auto fire rate.
Alright guys, so as you saw, a little bit different in both these guns here. That one obviously is the custom built one. That one's shooting a little bit harder than this one, about 40 FPS or so. And the fire rate is only like 3 rounds per second slower on that one.
Actually, if any of you guys out there that has this or has gotten this P90 Swordfish version, you know, leave a comment and let us know how yours works, or if it came in broken or whatever. You know, sometimes they do. But this one works great, and you saw on the chrono, this thing is consistent as hell, like really, really consistent. In fact, there's sometimes when we're shooting it in single shot that I didn't even know if a BB went through or not. Although the chrono is really good, it'll read if it didn't. It'll just come up, you know, blank. But this thing will shoot the same FPS just about every time. Very consistent that way. So anyway, pretty cool. Both good guns. Recommend them both, and talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.
See you later.